Hey, we're live!
Hi, everybody.
Hello!
Happy Friday.
And welcome to Cocktail Hour.
Cocktail hour. I hope everybody has a drink.
I hope you do.
Cheers.
Please join us. Don't spill it.
Cheers.
Woo! It's good. So, Kelly, what do you got today?
I have a pineapple upside down cake martini because our friend Cindy Ellicott just made these last week. Was it, Cindy? And I was jealous. So I wanted to have another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't made these since we did our
No, since we did that vlog.
Yeah. Good morrow, Emma. I'm not going to say the other half.
Butthole.
Cheers, everybody. Happy
Cheers.
Friday.
And I happen to have a cable car.
Mm-hmm.
Cable car. It's spiced rum and lemon juice and there's an orange carousel.
Orange carousel. Kaya.
In the Christmas spirit, I have some hot chocolate, non-alcoholic, because I am
a good
illegal.
girl.
Yeah. See, aren't they so good? Pineapple upside down cake martinis are the bomb.
.com.
Are the bomb.com.
Thebomb.com.
So how is everybody tonight? Special thank you to Emma for staying up. We love you. We know it's like 2:00 in the morning. So thank you so much for staying up. It makes us feel extra special.
Thank you.
We're special.
We're special. and we
So
love you.
special.
Yeah. So hello, Cindy. Hello, Two Broke Mice. I don't know if it's Melinda and Chris or just Melinda. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, it is Chris too. Hi, Chris. Hi, Melinda.
Hi, guys.
Thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight.
Yes.
Eggnog, water. Oh, you work today. Okay. Yeah, we work today too, but it still gives us the excuse to drink. Right?
I never need an excuse to drink.
So Emma, you're probably not drinking either because it's 2:00 in the morning.
It's the best time to drink.
Ooh, sugar cookie martinis.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds
You'll have to share that one
delicious.
with us.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing that recipe with us, that would be amazing because that sounds fantastic. Hi there, Chris. So, hope everybody is doing good. Kaya, stop rubbing my.
I had an itch on my ankle.
Okay. She's rubbing my leg under the table.
Sicko.
Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you've had a good week. We've had a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have any news we want to talk about?
Oh, I know
Before we
there's
get
something that
started?
you want to talk about.
Yeah.
There's something I'm super excited about, you guys, that I want to talk about. Yesterday, Disney Food Blog showed us at the Pineapple Lanai at the Polynesian, they now have what's called a Lapu Hula, I think it's called. It is a whole hollowed out pineapple filled with Dole Whip that you can get. And then you can also get a shot of coconut rum on the side. And I'm super excited about it.
She's way excited.
I'm way excited about it because I've always wanted to try the Lapu Lapu.
Yeah, with the pineapple.
With
She
the
goes,
pineapple.
anything that's in a pineapple.
Anything that's in a pineapple is cool with me. But I've always wanted to try that, but we never have. For one, I'm kind of worried about it because it's too strong, because I've heard it's very strong. And I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to my cocktails.
It's okay. I'll drink it.
Yeah, you'll drink it. But when I saw this with the Dole Whip, I know, Emma, right? It's like the whole pineapple and they fill it with Dole Whip, like that. No, not grosser than gross. That sounds amazing.
It's not grosser than gross.
But you can get like the regular Dole Whip or the like a swirl or combination or all the flavors that they have at a time.
Oh, I just got the stink eye.
What did you get the stink eye for?
I took her.
Chocolate spot.
I took her drink spot.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my exciting news.
Very exciting.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
And guess what? We're gonna get a chance to try it.
Yeah, because we're going soon. Oh.
So yeah, we're leaving next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Not this Saturday.
Not tomorrow.
Next Saturday.
The next
Yeah,
one.
Saturday.
It's just I think we told you guys about this trip before. It's a super quick 3-night trip. We're going to stay at the Polynesian so I can get my drink or my Dole Whip and the pineapple.
It's also
Oh
at
my
home
gosh!
resort.
Did you see that? They don't hollow out the pineapple deep enough. That's just wrong.
Oh, really? Oh, is that for the drink, Melinda? Is that what you're talking about? So you can't get like the whole pineapple.
No, did you see they got the half? Like they cut it in half and they just did the butt.
The
Oh,
butt.
for the Dole Whip thingy?
Mhm.
Oh, I really don't care.
She just wants
Honestly.
pineapple.
It's like more like a pineapple bowl.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. You know, it's still in a pineapple and it looks good. I mean, really, that is a lot of Dole Whip if they would fill the whole dang pineapple.
Yeah, that's like family of three.
Family of 3 size. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. So yes, we are using our points.
and we are trying to use them up as best we can.
Yeah.
Thanks for the woo
Yes,
cheering
yes,
us on.
Yes. Hello, second star to the right. Emma, is that you too? Or is
That's
that John?
John.
Is that John?
That's John.
Hi, John.
So yes, we are staying at the Polynesian. We're leaving on Saturday in the morning. We're going to be there 3 nights. We're only going to be doing Magic Kingdom and Epcot on this trip. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll do Magic Kingdom the day we arrive because I think we land at 12:30. So we'll do Magic Kingdom the first night and then Epcot the whole next day, and then Magic Kingdom again the next day.
Again.
Yeah, because I want to do Magic Kingdom at Christmas.
Well, yeah, because the reason we're going there and
It's
it's
to
such a
see
short trip is just so we can see
The Christmas
the
decorations.
Christmas decorations
Yeah.
and enjoy that.
and try some Christmas snacks.
Yeah. Snacks.
Yeah, yeah. It does kind of sound like a kitchen sink, don't it? Just a little bit. If they had hot fudge on it, that would be even better.
Ooh.
Hot fudge and pineapple.
Barf.
No. I think that sounds good.
I think that sounds disgusting.
So
So it'd be like
anyway.
you would melt it and it'd be like a Krakatoa
Yeah.
because the hot fudge would go
Ugh.
right
Yeah,
through the Dole Whip.
It would. You have anything newsy that you want to talk about before we get started?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
I woke up this morning.
Hmm.
It was very good news.
That is always good news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about some traditions tonight.
Holiday traditions.
Holiday traditions.
Mainly Christmas and New Year's because
Yeah.
I don't believe Thanksgiving's a real holiday.
Bob does not care for Thanksgiving. I don't know why.
I don't
Well, it's
either.
not worldwide for one.
Mhm.
It's only like U.S.
National.
and Canada.
True, but you don't like turkey.
I don't like turkey. I don't like anything that goes with Thanksgiving. I don't like the work. I don't like hanging out with the family.
I don't like the history. Or the family.
Whatever.
Or the food.
So you two are 2 peas in a pod.
Pretty much.
I happen to like Thanksgiving a lot, so poop on you.
Well, then you can talk about your little Thanksgiving traditions to your heart's
No,
desire.
we're not going to talk about Thanksgiving today because it's already gone.
It's in the past. The
We have
past
been there
is in
and
the
done that.
past.
So we're going to talk about Christmas and New Year's traditions. And if you guys have any that you would like to share with us, please let us know in the chat as well.
We would love to
I
hear
know.
them.
Yeah,
Emma's with you. She doesn't like turkey.
turkey's
either.
nasty.
You go,
Yeah.
Emma.
I know.
Join the club.
Yeah. Here you go. Get out of bed and your feet hit.
It's always a good
There you
day.
go.
You got it.
Exactly.
That's
That
right.
is always a good thing.
It's like,
What do you always say? If I'm on this side of the dirt.
as long as I wake up on this side of the dirt, it's a good day.
So
I've never heard
It'd
of
be,
it.
So-
it'd be kind of scary if I woke up on the other side of the dirt.
Yeah.
Ah, they buried me alive.
that would be really scary. Do you want to start?
Sure, I want to start. I love
Talk
to
about
start.
Christmas past.
Okay, we're talking about when I was a kid and Christmas. Okay. So one of the coolest things that happened when I was a kid in Christmas is, I say I didn't like to get together with family, but when I was a kid, I liked it. I don't care for it so much now. But we had a huge family. Okay. I come from a family of 7. My mom was the youngest of 7. My dad was the youngest of 5. And we had to go. Both grandparents lived close to us. I didn't do that.
Sorry, our computer's being wickety whack.
Sorry.
Anyway, both the grandparents lived close to us, so we had to visit both grandparents. One of my set of grandparents had a little more money than my other set, so my other set kind of kept things simple. It was like the grandparents on my mom's side. And one of the coolest things I remember is when we would go on Christmas Eve, we'd go to my grandmother's on my dad's side, but we always had to go to my grandmother's on my mom's side first. Are you following this? It's a little convoluted.
Grandmothers.
Yeah, but the best thing, the thing we always look forward to, every one of us kids, was the present my grandmother gave us. And we'll just call her Grandma Parr. Grandma Parr gave us a candy cane. And it was so awesome because it took so much for them to buy candy canes because they had tons of grandchildren.
Because you had like a whole boatload of cousins.
Oh
too,
yeah, because
right?
just like big
Huge
Catholic family,
family. Southern Catholics.
they had kids galore, and 7 kids, 8, 10, 12, 13, 50 kids,
8,
So
10, 12, 50?
yes,
Boy, that multiplied really fast.
it did. And so I don't even know their names. That's how big it is. It's like you gotta have a roster, you gotta wear name tags. It's huge.
Hello, my name's Bob.
Yeah.
I'm your cousin.
We actually had 2 Bobs, so it made it even more fun. But just the thought that little candy cane, that was what she gave us, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
That's pretty special. I mean, when you have grandparents, they don't have a whole lot of money, and something special that that you're kind of going to get and look forward to every year from them, and what it takes for them to save.
Yeah, to save that money
enough
up and to get that candy, because my mom said the first time she ever got store-bought bread was when she married my dad.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
She never, because they made everything. They cooked everything. They made everything.
From scratch.
Yeah, she had shoes in the winter for school, but no shoes in the summer.
Was your parents, your mom, was they like a farming family?
Yeah, they were a farming family, so they, whatever they grew, that's how they made their money. My dad's family, on the other hand, both parents worked, which is really weird. But my grandmother worked in the air conditioning factory, and my grandfather worked too. So they had more to give.
Yeah.
And plus, his siblings were already out of the house because there was like a 5-year difference between each kid. So
yeah, there you go. Bob, Bobby, and Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've been all 3.
Yes, and worse. and worse.
I
So,
like that story.
what about you, Kel?
Well, I think I've shared this before, but I'm going to tell you guys again. My family is from Wichita, Kansas, and my mom and dad both grew up in Wichita, so we still had family back in Wichita. And when we moved to Colorado, we would usually always drive back to Wichita for Christmas because my aunt and uncle were there, my cousins were there, my grandparents, both sets of grandparents were there for a while. So we would always, load us all up in the station wagon. We had a station wagon.
So did we.
And my sister would get a bed on the seat in the station wagon, and they would make me a bed on the floor behind the front seats. This was way before car seats and seat belts. So yeah, we would always make the beds, and it was super comfy, and we had like these little cubby, places in the station wagon that we had our blankets and pillows, and we got to sleep the whole way while my mom and dad would drive. And we would always have to watch this old black and white show on this channel called KAKE.
Cake.
And they had this like old puppet guy.
The cake man.
Yes, the cake. They called him the Cake Man.
That's
He was like a little baker.
That's like a molester, dude.
Cake Man was scary.
And he would go, "Burr, burr, burr, burr." He's kind of like Beaker, like "Burr, burr, burr, burr," Cake Man. And then the Santa was next to him, and he was, "Hey, Cake Man, what's going on?" So I just always remember that.
It's terrifying traditions.
I like it. They still had KAKE back in Wichita.
KAKE.
But they do not have the Cake Man anymore. So Melinda said, didn't know you could buy a frozen pie until I went to college. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your mom, bless her heart.
My mom couldn't cook for shit. I'm sorry. She was bad. My grandmother was the best baker and cook in the world, but she didn't know she had no recipes. It was all by feel. And somebody asked her, "Grandma, how do you make this?" She goes, "How can I write down? Why don't you write down your recipe?" She goes, "How can I write down this much?"
Yeah.
A pinch.
Just a
It
pinch.
was all smell, feel. She was a cute little German lady. German traditions. She could bake the shit out of things. Seriously.
You gotta watch your S's tonight.
I sure as shit do.
So Chris says, sitting in the back of those station wagons. Yes. Did you have the one where the back seat faced out, like
We
out
did.
the back window?
We had but they faced each other.
Oh,
They
so like
opened up and they
this.
faced each other.
So ours faced. It was like the back seat, and then the we called it the back and back.
We called it the way back.
Okay, we called it the back and back. So I always got to sit in the back and back too when there was a seat, but it faced out. So God forbid if you should ever get in a rear end accident because you were toast.
Yeah, whatever.
Because you were facing out the back window.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we called it.
Yeah.
I am so confused. If you couldn't tell, I have
Really?
never.
She's
seen
never
a
seen
station
one of those.
wagon.
It's like-
Well, you've seen the Griswold station wagon, right? Like on.
I don't remember it.
Oh, you know.
That's all right. You ain't missing nothing. It's like
Station wagons were a thing of the past. but-
station wagons and and there was another Christmas that I remember that was like one of the coolest Christmas ever. As since my family had so many kids and my dad, he worked hard. We never had a lot, but we had everything we needed. So, and I'm grateful for that. And Christmas was kind of like, what do you ask for kind of thing? Do I ask for this? Because I know I'm not going to get it because I can't afford it, whatever. There was one Christmas I asked for golf clubs. So here you go, John, golf clubs. I asked for golf clubs.
And how old do you think you were?
I was probably 15 or 16.
Okay.
So I was almost driving age. I know it was. And I knew I wasn't going to get them just because I knew they were going to be too expensive. And then,
Because your dad worked for the post office.
yeah, my dad worked for the post office. He had a great job, had great insurance. He didn't make much money. He actually worked 2 jobs. He was a real estate agent too. But he wouldn't let my mom work. So it was that's just the way it was. And so anyway, I just asked for it, thought, what the hell? It's a shot in the dark. And then I wake up Christmas morning and guess what? Golf clubs. And I was like, holy crap. And I didn't know this, but I found out later from my mom after my dad had passed away that he had searched for 2 weeks solid for golf clubs that he could afford. And then on Christmas Eve night, he pulled up to a pawn shop because he was going to look in a pawn shop. And there was a guy parked next to him was getting out a set of golf clubs. So my
Out of his
dad,
car.
out of his car. So my dad's like, you want to sell those or do you want to pawn them? And the guy's like, I'd like to sell them. He goes, what do you want for them? This is what I got. The guy sold them to him.
I love that story.
And
Bob just told me that story for the first time last night because we were sitting around last night talking about what we were going to talk about today. And I never heard that story before. And I love that story so much. It's kind of one of those Christmas Carol kind of, stories that you hear about, in the movies.
yeah. It's like, it's like, yeah, but it was best Christmas ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, the thing is, I didn't know how hard he worked to get them.
Yeah.
I just thought, hey, cool. Yeah. Golf clubs, like a stupid kid. And then, 10, 15 years later, well, actually it's 20 years later after my dad passed away, my mom tells me the story. I'm like, holy shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's another S word.
There's another S word.
Yeah.
So isn't that nice? I love that story. I love it. It's too bad you didn't keep those golf clubs for like.
I had them forever, and Scott actually took them from me when
Your
I moved
brother?
out. Yeah, because I got better ones.
So a lot of my past holiday memories focus on food. It makes you wonder why I still think about food all the time. But a lot of my memories, isn't that cool, John? We thought you might like that golf club story.
Yep.
A lot of my Christmas memories, like I was saying, focus on food. My grandma, we called her my Nana, always made homemade noodles. So she would always make chicken and noodles, and she would make the dough and then cut the little noodles in strips, and then set it out on the dining room table to dry for like 2 days on a tea towel. So every time we would go, to her house for Christmas, she'd always have these noodles laid out. And, we didn't have a huge, big family, but we probably had 10, 15 of us, I think, all together. So, yeah, and that one, and then we're going to get to why you're laughing.
Yeah, I love that.
And then my parents, somebody in the family would always make a chocolate sheet cake. It was like a chocolate cake on a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
And then they would make the icing. I don't know if any of you guys have made this icing out of butter and cocoa powder and powdered sugar and some like nuts, like pecans or something like that. And they would pour it over the top of the cake, and it would soak into the cake.
Yeah.
And that was see, I said Nana.
Yeah. See, you should show it the old guy.
Okay, let's see what Chris said. Try the old fall asleep with the catalog. The 20 page. That didn't work.
I can't believe that didn't work.
I can't believe that didn't work.
No, that had to work.
Yeah.
Anyway, Um,
Hey there, Dawn. How
Hi,
are
Dawn.
you? Thank you so much for joining us.
I have another thing because we used to go to like a potluck dinner every Christmas Eve at my grandmother's house. And actually, no, this was Christmas Day. We would go Christmas Eve and then we'd come back Christmas Day for another one for a potluck dinner. And my aunt used to make this coconut cake that was so good that it disappeared in 5 seconds. It was like amazing. It was coconut upon coconut upon coconut.
It's like locust.
It was like a yellow sheet cake with coconut mixed in. It had a meringue icing.
Oh.
Yeah. With whipped. And she would toast the top of the meringues. And then she would like sprinkle toasted coconut on top of it. And I'll tell you what, they had to cut pieces this big because I'm telling you, the family was massive. There was like 50 people in this house just so everybody could get that much of a piece. But you waited all year for that little piece.
And you were saying last night, like, why on earth did she not make more than one cake?
You got me.
Like, maybe that's all she wanted to do.
It might have been that much work. You never know.
Yeah.
So, but it was like awesome.
Yeah. Melinda says she likes your spirit jersey.
Thanks.
Tell her your mom bought it for you.
I did.
It was
Because
a nice surprise.
This is a fuzzy one too, from last year that I got, and she was super jelly of mine because she keeps, like petting me. So I had to order that one.
I was actually gonna get this on our trip, so she just did me a solid.
You guys are you going to Disney or are you going to Universal? Dawn, I just need to know because we're leaving for Disney on Saturday. You'll probably be gone by the time we get there, but that would be cool because I know you guys go to Universal a lot more than we do. Well, we never go to Universal, so.
Still waiting on Castle Grayskull.
What?
Still waiting on Castle Grayskull.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. my brother had a Stretch Armstrong.
Is that where Stretch Armstrong lived?
No, that's where the bad guy lived.
Oh, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Now the kids just say what they want close to their parents' phone. Do you all remember when you used to get, those of you beside Em and John, you probably did not get the Sears catalog, but you used to get like the huge, big Sears catalog. It was like a phone book size thing.
It was called the Wish Book.
Was it the Wish Book?
Yeah, it was called the Wish Book.
You'd get it in the mail and then you would sit for like hours and then, mark with the marker, what stuff that you wanted.
Yep.
From the big Sears Wish
Book. Yep.
I remember that.
Did a lot of that.
Did a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Universal. Disney Springs tomorrow night. Yeah, we leave on the 12th. Yes. Yeah. And we're going to be in Magic Kingdom on the 12th, Epcot on the 13th. And Magic Kingdom on the 14th.
Yep.
So, anyway, do you have any other?
No, I think I'm good, but I'm going to say something. The reason we're leaving Kai out is Kai is going to come with Christmas Now.
Christmas Now? Christmas
Oh,
presents?
yeah. Because I'm here. I'm a child.
She's still a child, so we haven't. This is like Christmas past, and
Yeah.
we're going to go Christmas not so past.
A present. Do you
Right?
get it?
Christmas
Present.
Present, because it's a gift. Ho, ho, ho.
Mhm.
Okay, anyway, what's next?
Cindy said she would turn down the corner of the page.
On the Wish Book? Yeah.
Oh, like dog ear it?
Yeah.
Oh, He-Man had Castle.
Oh, that's right. It was
Grayskull.
He-Man. I'm sorry. But we still had a Stretch Armstrong. He was cool.
The He-Man intro is kind of wicked. It's like,
Yeah, but He-Man was like, I'll get you, He-Man.
Maybe next time, Dawn. One of these days, it's gonna work where we're gonna be there at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah. What were you saying, Kai?
Christmas
Christmas present? Were you gonna go with Christmas present?
No.
It's just Christmas present. It's
That's when we get to Christmas presents.
Okay.
Do you have any more
I'm a
past
part of
stuff?
Christmas
Do I have any
present.
more past stuff?
No.
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 I have one. It was like, because we always had to go to church.
Oh yeah.
We had to go to church every Sunday, but it was always fun on holidays because all the people who never went to church every week would show up on the holidays, and my mom would get so mad.
That was my family.
Man, she was like madder than a wet hen. She'd be like, oh, what the heck are these people doing here? They all come here. They don't do nothing all year long. They come here on Christmas Day and every parking lot can't find a freaking parking place. Man, she would go off like crazy. And she'd be like, and then we're going to go in the goddamn. She didn't cuss. My mom did not
Your mom
cuss.
never cussed.
No. going into the dang chapel, and there ain't gonna be nowhere to sit. It's gonna be standing room only, and all these idiots said never come to church are coming today.
Boy, that is matter.
It was fun. It was fun. But like I said, she was German. She could raise a stink, I tell you.
Yeah. I know. That stinks by a day. Like I said, it's gonna happen one of these days. But we were the family. Okay, well, not always. When I was growing up, we went to church pretty regularly. My dad was actually a deacon at the church for a while, which means he counted the money.
Oh, figures.
After the offering and stuff, we would have to stay behind at church, and he would count the money because he's a CPA. So he was the money man at the church, but he just had a fancy name like Deacon. His name's actually Mike, not Deacon.
He was Deacon Mike.
Deacon Mike.
And I was like, hey, blessings to you, Deacon Mike.
Well, we went to church a lot, regularly every Sunday when I was a kid. But then as we got older, we didn't go so often. And we usually just went like Christmas Eve. And we would, sometimes go to like the 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, like midnight service.
Yeah, so these were the people my mom wished would burn in fire hell.
I don't go to church, just for the FYI here. I've never stepped foot
I
in
don't feel
Colorado
like
church.
taking up a space of somebody who needs it.
Right. Who needs it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's like I said, I was Catholic, but I'm not practicing because I got good at it.
Yeah, you did. You
I
don't have
did.
to practice anymore.
Nope.
Okay. Anything else? Christmas past? Do you want to?
Well, do you have anything like with the Christmas with your kids or?
Christmas with my kids was pretty standard. We would always, we're always Christmas morning people. Sometimes I'm talking about Dre and Devin when they were younger. We would maybe open up one present Christmas Eve, or we would usually go to their dad's house for Christmas Eve and do Christmas with them because they were always like a Christmas Eve family. My family was always a Christmas morning family, which actually worked out pretty good. If we, happened to be at the same place where we did both. But for my kids, we would always wake up in the morning and, always have to do the stockings first and I'm horrible at overstuffing. My Santa is horrible at overstuffing the stockings.
It'll be flowing out.
Yeah,
in the
it's
stocking.
Yeah, so our Santa brings a lot of stuff for stockings.
For stockings, yeah.
Yeah, so it's usually, the stocking and then the stuff,
It's quite large.
yeah, the stuff coming out of the stocking. So we would do that and then open presents and then, have a big dinner and stuff later. So pretty standard Christmas stuff.
Oh, I was like when with me and my kids, Chris and Dave, we used to we would split up, going to the grandparents because they all, they both lived close. We would do Christmas Eve at my parents because we did Christmas Eve was bigger to us than Christmas Day. Christmas Day would be at the ex-wife's parents. Anyway, but my mom and their Santa would always put stockings up for everybody, even the nephews, the nieces, the grandkids, everything. Okay, and you think about this. We have 7 kids.
That's like 300 stockings.
Yeah, and then each one is married, and there's 5 kids in one family, 4 kids in the other, 2, 3. It's like, okay, she had 2 strings of stockings over her fireplace, and this fireplace was bigger than that wall. It was huge, and it was stretched, and there was a stocking at every inch of it. And
I even got a stocking the first year that
Right.
I went down to Christmas at your mom's house in
Yep.
Texas. I even got a stocking.
everybody got spouses, kids, everybody got stockings.
So your poor mom.
Well, Santa.
Well, your poor
Poor
Santa.
Santa.
Yeah, that poor Santa would have to fill all those dang stockings and everything.
Yeah.
But, that's what we would do. And we would have, the potluck. The tradition kind of carried on. And there was like one time that I remember, one of my sons wanting something really bad and I could not find it. And I searched for like a week for it.
Really?
Yeah. And I finally found it. And it was like, oh God, thank you.
So Chris had a question about our stockings. Our Santa does not hang our stockings back up when
No.
they're full. We have a bay window in our living room
I love that bay window.
that has a ledge. So our stockings are hanging.
Are they?
I'll post a picture on Instagram maybe tomorrow for you guys to show you. We have all the stockings hanging on the top part of the bay window, but we have a window seat on the bottom. So when our stockings get full, they sit on the window seat.
Sometimes they'll fall over. They're so heavy.
Yeah.
They're too bulbous
Yeah,
to hang back
it's
on the
totally
wall.
sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What does Cindy say? Literally had zero money, off the grid, hippie type, and didn't celebrate commercial. Write about or show your face. Well, that's hard. That's really hard. I mean, what did you write about, Cindy? I mean, what did you end up writing about if you didn't have like traditional Christmas?
Well, you may do.
Yeah. Kaya knows all about the magic. I'm sorry.
I'm not so magical.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
Kaya, God bless her heart.
Hey there, Charlie and Stacy. How are you guys?
She carried on the facade for a couple of years for her mom's benefit.
Yeah. We never made the official announcement as to who Kaya's Santa was, but
I knew.
She figured it
I
out.
knew she knew.
how old do you think you were, Dre, when you figured out who Santa was?
Oh man,
Dre's sitting over there watching.
Yeah,
as
he's
always.
Yeah. He's the lurker.
he's a
I was
supporter.
probably maybe 13.
13?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a
pretty
long
good.
time.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
9.
You were 9?
She
I
was
told
9.
Dad in the come and go parking lot.
Yeah, but I kind of knew it. I kind of knew it anyway. So
Okay, is our white elephant different than Secret
Yeah.
Santa?
yes,
Can
our
I
white.
explain it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Secret Santa is the same like White Elephant in aspect. So you both pull a name from like a hat or something, and you get that person or like little group of people to get a present for. And sometimes there's a money limit. Normally there is. And during White Elephant, you can trade gifts out.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing. Go.
Anyway, so you can trade gifts out. So if you pull a present, you can pick any present. I totally screwed up on that part. But you can pick any present, and then the next person that goes can take your present, and you just have to end up.
That's the white elephant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm explaining White Elephant.
Okay, I
Just
thought
say
you were.
bye really
I thought
quick,
you
Dawn.
were. I thought you were talking about Secret Santa.
Bye, Dawn. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Well, they were
Bye.
asking what's the difference between
Have a
Secret
great
Santa
trip,
and
by the
white
way.
white
I was
elephant.
telling them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So Secret Santa is you draw somebody's name, right, and then you give them gifts, and they don't know who it is until the
The
end.
end.
Yeah.
So White Elephant is you can trade gifts, right?
Right.
White Elephant is usually like a Christmas party where everybody brings a gift and they'll like draw numbers or something.
Yes.
To see who goes
To
first.
see who goes first. So whoever draws number 1 can pick a gift from the pile, and they open the gift, and then whoever gets number 2 can either steal that person's gift or
Yes.
pick a new present. So yeah, that's what White Elephant is to us.
Right.
So yeah, Secret Santa is just like you match up with one person.
And you stick with that
And you
person.
And
with
that
that
person's your person.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I've had Secret Santas that had to give, stuff like almost for like a whole week,
Yeah, I did that last
like
year.
a different present every day for a week.
We
Yeah, you did in school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every like 6th grade in our school district or something has like a Secret Santa, and we do it for a week.
Okay. Yeah. White Elephant can be very competitive.
Especially if you're first. It always gets so sucky.
Oh
when
yeah,
you're
and like
first.
the best gift, it ends up with the person who's last.
Yeah.
So
Usually. Well,
we set a limit
we do set a
Mhm.
limit. Like a gift can only be traded twice
or 3 times.
or 3 times.
Yeah.
So like if somebody, hey, Chris and Scott, how are you? We're talking about Christmas traditions and stuff tonight.
And stuff.
Hey,
Oh,
Hemp Hills,
hi.
Kayla and Mark Allen are both. Hi, Hemp Hills. How are you guys? So yeah, for White Elephant, if we do that kind of thing, whoever gets the present first, it can only be like picked over 2 more times.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it can get really competitive, especially where there's like alcohol involved.
Oh well, the last White Elephants we had, it was all alcohol.
It was all
It was just depending on who wanted which one.
right. But it wasn't like we didn't make it be that way. It's just
It just
everybody
ended that
brought,
way.
like,
Everybody
one
brought
more.
some different type of alcohol.
Right, which was funny. But White Elephants can also be like you bring a gag gift
Mhm.
or re-gift, like something that you got last year that you don't really want to keep. So I'm sure a church White Elephant can get pretty
I'm sure it
interesting.
can.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the difference between Secret Santa and White Elephant.
Okay,
But they're both pretty fun.
they're both pretty fun.
Yeah,
Okay, I think that's all I got to say about Christmas.
that's all I
past.
have to say about that.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on to Christmas present.
Okay.
It's my time to shine.
It is
y'all.
her time to shine, and we are going to let her start.
Go for it.
Let's not.
Oh, okay. I'll start. Okay, I would say for one, Christmas has never been my favorite. Halloween is. Anybody knows me, Halloween's amazing. But I've always tolerated Christmas. Kind of a Grinch type person.
Very much so.
Until this one. This one drugged me into Christmas, kicking and screaming.
Totally kicking and screaming.
Yeah, and you know what? I like it.
You do like it because I remember even the first time we went to Disney, I was like, please, can we go at Christmas? Can we go at Christmas? And you're like, please, can we go at Halloween? Can we go and we actually ended up being able to do both.
Yeah.
And we came home from the Christmas trip and he goes, I hate to tell you this, but I think I like the Christmas decorations better. So that was a win for me. Christmas has always been my favorite holiday.
Right. And then it's like we moved up here, shortly after Kelly and I got together. So we started doing one of my favorite traditions for our recent Christmases is the prime rib dinner we have with Kelly's parents.
Mm-hmm.
It was like every year we would get together and they would cook a prime rib. We'd bring the desserts, which comes up to another
tradition.
Another killer tradition. They would do everything but the desserts, and it was our job to bring the desserts. So we had to think of cool desserts. And if anybody knows, Food and Booze Friday, we like to experiment.
And we're all about food.
And we're all about food.
And booze.
And booze, because, Bud always has plenty of booze.
Oh, yeah.
We call my dad Bud.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one Christmas we were trying to do souffles. We had never made a chocolate souffle.
Oh my god.
So we started experimenting like 4 days before Christmas Eve.
Because first of all, souffles are super hard to make.
Yeah.
So difficult.
And second,
It's altitude.
we are high altitude.
Yes.
So you have to tweak everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're over 7,000 feet, which usually they say anything above 6,000 is hard to bake. And let me tell you, it is true.
It is hard.
And so we had to tweak everything. And we made so many batches of chocolate souffle. I was going to barf if I ever saw another chocolate souffle.
I remember coming in and out of my room when y'all were making souffles, and each time there was another dozen souffle on the kitchen counter.
See, I love being the dessert person too. Like, we are now known as the dessert people. So
Mhm.
everywhere we go, it's like, we're going to bring dessert. So, but we like to, find like classic desserts. We've made chocolate souffles. We've made creme brulees. We've made cheesecake. We've made baked Alaska.
Baked Alaska,
Yeah.
that one was
That
fun.
one was really
That
good.
Yeah.
was really fun too. So yeah, we like doing those.
And it
kinds
was
of
like
things.
the creme brulee. I had a client who was a chef at a very fancy restaurant. He actually owned a very fancy restaurant, and I got his recipes, and I want to tell you, those were amazing.
But it was a
Chili.
it was, what kind of chili was it?
It was like it had chili pepper in it. It was like a
chili powder.
chili powder. Yeah, it was like a red chili
Yeah.
powder creme brulee.
It was really good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah. And we did just a regular one too
Mm-hmm.
for people who didn't want any kind of spice.
Spice. Thank you.
Right.
So yeah, that year that we did chocolate souffles, I swear we must have made 25.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
And of course, you got to try them to see how they taste. Even if they're like, runny,
Yeah.
they're overdone. They were like falling over. It's like souffles are
They're a bear.
a bear to make. I was going to say female
I
dog,
know you were.
but they are hard.
They're really hard. And then by the time it got to Christmas Day, we went to my mom and dad's house. My mom and dad like fancy dinner.
Oh yeah,
for
Yes.
Christmas.
they're big old fancy people. They're all like hoity-toity tea time. You
yeah,
know?
they're pretty bougie.
Yeah. Set out the plates, do the
The
green
china,
napkins, the china,
yeah. So they
you know,
like their nice, champagne, all kinds
Like
of
gold
delicacies.
plates.
different white wine, red wine.
But that
all
was
the
not that
wines.
was not me growing up though. I mean, they only started doing this when we were adults.
I was a
So,
child.
yeah.
Disclaimer.
So this has only been the last
About
like
10 years. Yeah.
that they've been doing this.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we're setting up. We had our big dinner at my mom and dad's, and then Bob and I are like, it's time to make the souffle. And we really didn't want to because we were just like, oh, I cannot eat another souffle. So we ended up making the souffles
Wow.
there, and they actually
Didn't come out
was that
bad.
sugar rim good there.
Yeah, I was reading Cindy's.
Oh. You're just like.
I'm like munching over.
But yeah, we made the souffles, and my mom and dad were like, "Oh, these are amazing," and we're like, "Yeah,
I know. We were like, I don't even want to eat
Yeah, I don't
mine.
even
I'm
wanna
so
eat
tired. Ugh.
yeah." So yeah, no,
It
the
had a little spice to
creme
it.
brulee was not spicy. It had a kick to it,
It was just like a back end kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but not enough like of the chili.
No, it was the flavor was really good, and it was
Yeah.
good. It was really good.
I know it sounds interesting, but they really complimented each other.
They really did.
Yeah.
This guy was like the bomb. He could cook like you would not believe. I love this guy. He actually got us started on another part of our tradition,
He did.
oysters.
Oh,
Oysters.
that one. I love that tradition. I am so good at sucking down a dozen oysters.
It was like, Christmas Eve, or it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. And we worked on Christmas Eve most of the time. The only last 2 years we haven't worked on Christmas Eve. And I was cutting his hair, and I just happened to think, I go, hey, Bill, can you get oysters? And he goes,
From your restaurant supply.
yeah, from his restaurant supply guy. And he goes, let me find out. So he made a phone call real quick, and he goes, I can get us 6 dozen at this price. And I went, I want 4. And he goes, okay. So he called the dude up like 2 hours later. He was there. We had our oysters. And because
Since then, we've had to have
I wanted to
oysters.
surprise Kelly's dad, with these oysters. So we had to go stop off at Williams Sonoma and buy an oyster knife and everything. Because
Yeah.
I've never shucked an oyster in my life until that day.
That's always a fun part of Christmas
My
Eve.
parents are not Victorian
They
Albert.
might
No,
as
they're
well
Bud
be.
and Connie.
My parents are Bud and Connie. But I think they would appreciate Victorian Alberts. I think that's where I get my
Bouginess.
bouginess. And I hate to say that, but my parents, they like to do things nicely. And God bless them for that.
Yeah.
But they kind of spoiled me as an adult. They didn't do that when I was a kid by any means, because my dad, like I said, he's a CPA. He worked really, really hard. He actually still works full time. He's 75.
And he was very reserved.
Yeah, and he works, he's all about work. But when he wants to do something, he does it nicely. So
Wow,
he
there's a
he
new
likes to save up, and do that. So, hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
It's like when they're talking about these Nanaimo,
Is it Nanaimo, Cindy? Yeah, because Chris and Scott, are you guys Canadian by chance? Chris and Scott, I know you guys live up in Colorado, but
I mean, close to us somewhere.
north of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know they're a Canadian thing, but I think the only time I've ever had one was when Dre and I went to Le Cellier in Epcot, and I think
Oh.
Dre had one there.
Well, hey,
So,
what do you know?
Yeah, I
That's
guess
Canadian.
maybe I'm slightly fancy.
Yeah,
I
she's-
don't know.
She's fancy. I got to bring her down.
Yeah.
It's Nanaimo. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Yay me! So yeah, we
You
would
win a
always-
souffle.
You win a souffle. A 10-year-old souffle.
Yay!
It's like this big.
Yeah, it's like it's shrunk just a little bit.
So yeah, we would always and we still do. We try to every year have
Mhm.
prime rib and oysters.
Yeah, I'm
At my
always
mom and dad's
responsible
house.
for getting the oysters.
Yeah.
And
I
if
mean,
you-
her dad pays for them about half the time, but I'm okay with paying for them too because I don't care.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. It's you do this for dinner. We're the oysters and dessert people.
right.
And he sits there in the kitchen, heaving in the oven, like shucking those oysters for hours while Nana is Connie, by the way.
Yeah.
And she's all like, I made the prime rib. And he's all like, and then Bud's all like, I'll help you shuck the oysters. And you're like, there, I gotta shuck these oysters by myself.
Actually, I got smart and had them starting being shucked by Whole Foods.
Yeah. Now we get them at Whole Foods.
Whole
already
Foods, we
shucked.
buy them at Whole Foods and they shuck them for free. So I'm like, yeah, shuck them.
You shuck them.
I'm like, you shuck them suckers.
So, anything you want to talk about, Kaya, tradition-wise, other than what we've already done?
So before Christmas, I always have to get everybody presents, obviously. So
You don't have to.
well, I choose to because I am a kind-hearted and wholesome citizen of our family. So
She's also so full of crap. Her eyes are brown.
So every year, a couple weeks before Christmas, Dad and I go out and we find presents and whatnot, and we have dinner together. And without her, she's lovely sitting at home doing Amazon.
What I usually do is I stay home and wrap presents.
Yeah.
And when you guys, because they have every year they have a daddy-daughter date. And they go out and they go to dinner and they go Christmas shopping. So I love that tradition.
I do too. We're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
In fact.
Tomorrow's our daddy-daughter date.
And then I don't have a lot of traditions, obviously, because we dropped most of our traditions. But a couple years ago, before they started closing on their salon on Christmas Eve, I would go to their salon on Christmas Eve and we would have lunch with everybody, and I would work off the debt that I paid from getting Christmas presents, because obviously I didn't make money, and he would pay for it, and I would just work it off by sweeping the floors on Christmas Eve in between clients. And I always liked going to
And
the salon
a
on
lot of
Christmas
times
Eve.
she would get a new dress. There was
Mhm.
one year she was salty because I didn't buy her a new dress.
I remember that. I was so salty.
She's like, I want a new dress. I'm like, no, you only wear it once a year. So no, I'm not buying you a new dress.
Right.
But she used to get a
But
new
yeah,
dress.
that was always our tradition. She would always, because Bob would always pay for the gifts that Kaya would, buy to give away, and then she would come up to the salon and
She'd have to work off her debt.
work off her debt.
Yeah, I said, this ain't free.
We're teaching them young.
Mm.
You gotta
Now-
pull your weight.
Now she actually makes money. She
Yeah.
does. She does work for the salon and she makes money. She gets a real regular paycheck, and she's going to pay for her own this year.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to go on Christmas Eve.
Still going to go with this the day before we get off and hang out and do Christmas
Yeah.
stuff.
Because we're not working on Christmas Eve this year.
Oh, his mother's from
Oh,
Montreal.
okay. That's cool. That's really cool. We were supposed to go to Canada with Em and John in October.
Yeah, that was 2 months ago, so we can
I know.
stop mourning the loss.
Whatever. I can still mourn the loss of that trip.
You can't put a time limit on mourning.
You can't.
No.
When you're done, you're done, and I'm not
No.
done yet.
And of course, now we get, our own little, Christmases. The only place we really go is to Bud's because, my family's scattered to the winds. They're all in Texas, and we don't usually get down there because it's really hard to travel.
And Texas is a big honking state, and they're spread out all around
Yeah.
that big honking state.
Yeah. So, they still get together every once in a while and stuff, but usually it's just, the Colorado people that we
Mhm.
hang with. And so we get up in the morning and Santa comes, fills our stocking, and always puts in a toothbrush.
Oh, yeah, Santa.
Yeah. Oh, we're in Monument, you guys. So we're just north of the Air Force Academy. My other oldest kid, Devin, who you'll see in our vlogs that are out right now, and Theo, her fiance, live in Parker. Actually,
Yeah, they just moved to Parker.
yeah, they
A
did.
couple months back.
You're traveling on Christmas Eve. I know you guys are going to be at Disney on Christmas, and
I would travel for that,
I would too. I really, really want to go.
but I don't want to travel for whatever else. The problem is when we get down to Texas, there's really nobody we can stay with or anything. We always have to get a hotel. And, the best part about going to Texas is the food.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We love the food there. So we will go down there and we will eat until we burst and then
Yeah,
come
there's
home.
those. Do you ever, any of you guys that don't live in the hometown that you grew up in, do you have to go back? I mean, I actually grew up here in Colorado, but lived in Texas, for a few years. But the food down there is so much better than it is up here.
Oh, the food up here is absolute crap.
Yeah.
Bad crap.
How do you feel, Kaya? But yeah, the food in Texas, we have our specific places that we have to go.
Yeah.
Mhm. We
There's
have a
there's
list.
3 or 4 restaurants that are must hits. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
You got to go to these.
We'll go to some of these restaurants at in the middle of the night. We'll be like, oh, let's go to Rosa's. Rosa's is a tortilla shop. It
Yeah.
took a lot of my strength to not say tortilla.
Tortilla?
Tortilla Factory. Rosa's Tortilla Factory.
Yeah.
And they make the tortillas right there. They have this
They
little
do.
glass pane, and you can watch the machine go and press out the tortillas, and then you get the served tortillas, and you're like, this one just went like 10 seconds
I
ago.
love the Christmas Story. Honestly, that's one of our traditions that it's like playing the whole time Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we don't always we
don't
down,
watch it,
we
but
sit
it's
down
on
and
there.
Watch about one time through.
Yeah.
Right. And then which one is that?
That's Copper.
Copper.
That's Copper, by the way, back there.
Back there tearing up our plushies.
He's over there.
You know what he's trying to do is get the bells on the pillows.
Yeah, he's trying to get the bells. But yeah, we do watch a lot of Christmas Story on Christmas Eve too.
Yep.
So what else is on
That
the
and
list?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to move on to New Year's?
New Year's.
Yeah,
New Year's.
that's always a fun
Booze
little
year.
get-together.
No, but New Year's.
New Year's. We have some traditions for New Year's also. So,
Yeah. Well, usually, New Year's Eve, we don't usually go out because it's crazy out there.
Mhm.
You don't want to be out driving.
No. And and it's like, I'm kind of over that. I want to pay for my drinks, that I make myself, that I don't have to worry about paying $16,000 for.
Right.
And so,
Unless you're at Disney.
well, Disney is different.
That's different.
That's
vacation money.
Vacation money doesn't count.
No.
So anyway, so New Year's, and so what we do is I do buy a lot of snacks.
Mm-hmm. He goes overboard. He'll go to the shop with me, and he'll be like, "Oh," and he'll like take the entire.
Oh my
chip
gosh, what was
down.
it? Last year we went to freaking, we were in
We went to
Castle Rock.
Sam's. We
We were-
went to Sam's.
No, me
You
and
weren't
Kai,
there.
you weren't there.
Oh, that's right.
It was the Super Bowl Sunday, and we had just
No, that was Super Bowl Sunday. That's a
Yeah.
different story. Okay, yeah, we go to Sam's.
That's a whole different story.
That's a whole different bag of chips there.
Huh, get it better.
literally.
Yeah. So anyway, we go to Sam's. We get, which is big box store like Costco. I don't know if you have anything like that over in the UK, but we go to Sam's and everything's huge. So we get these, chips, dips, cheese whiz, cheese stuff,
Cheese whiz.
We don't get
pepperonis. We make our own little kind of charcuterie tray or
Mhm. We get cheeses,
we get cheeses and
Meats and
meats,
cheeses.
and cheeses.
and we get vegetable trays every year. We get vegetable trays.
vegetable trays.
Yeah, so anyway, what they're trying to get at
We get a lot of food.
is on New Year's Eve, we always have game night with the kids.
Yeah.
So we don't go out. We always just do game night. We'll do Trivial Pursuit. We always play this game called Apples to Apples on New Year's. And we have a whole bunch of snacks.
We play Yahtzee at like 12 too.
Yeah, we'll play Yahtzee. Usually sometimes we'll get sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best. I like it when we get sushi.
Oh, we never talked about
I've made
Eggs Benedict.
sushi. Oh, that's right. A Christmas morning tradition.
We missed a certain
Oh, sorry.
tradition.
Texas is a big,
Big
honking
honkin'
state. It is massive.
Yeah.
Like Bob's from Dallas, Fort Worth area. So
And it's like my mom used to say, the sun is riz and the sun is set, and they ain't out this damn state yet.
that sounds like fun though. Used to go over to my sister's house and have a big Pictionary game. That is so fun. Oh, I bet Avery's really good at that game. Pictionary. So yeah, we love Pictionary too, but it's more fun with the big group,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We duke it out.
Yeah.
But now that because before Theo, Devin's fiance, came along, we were uneven. But
Mhm.
now that we have a Theo,
Yeah, Theodore is
we-
our normal little even number family.
yeah, he makes it 6.
Yay.
Yay,
Yeah.
Theo.
Yeah.
Yay, zero.
So what were you talking
Zero.
about?
Oh, we forgot zero. Oh no, we forgot about the
Eggs
eggs
Benedict?
Benedict.
Oh yeah.
Every
Work
Christmas
out.
morning, I make eggs Benedict for the family.
Mhm.
And if they don't want it, then we eat ham.
Ham.
Yeah.
Ham. I love ham. But anyway, that's what these two always look forward to that.
Yeah. I don't know if Dre does. Dre, do you enjoy
Try
Eggs Benedict?
Ominous.
He
No.
enjoys Eggs Benedict.
I've never heard of that game.
No.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Well, usually, like we said, we do Apples to Apples, Trivial Pursuit, Yahtzee. Last year we did Harry Potter
Trivial Pursuit.
We
Um,
normally either do Disney or Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What do we usually play?
That's basically
Basically
it.
it.
That's
just-
about it.
Anything
We
else?
play like 2.5.
Pursuit.
Yeah, I said Trivial Pursuit. Yeah.
We play
No.
most of our time with Trivial Pursuit and Apples to Apples. We play Apples to Apples religiously during Christmas or
Never heard of
whatever
Scat.
it is.
I've heard of Scat,
We
but I
have
haven't played it.
Scat.
We do have Scat.
How do you not know a game that we have in our own cabinet?
We do not have
Yes, we
Scat.
do. I organized it like 2-3 weeks ago. I know what board games we have.
She is the keeper of the
I'm
games.
gonna have to look at that one because I've never heard of that game.
The hardest part of making an eggs Benedict is the poached egg.
Oh yeah, he'll be like,
It takes some practice.
Oh, you do? You have eggs Benedict too? That's so cute. Okay, you guys come on over. Drive on over. It's not
Yeah,
that
it's
far.
not that far.
Well, we're going to have eggs Benedict and mimosas.
Yeah,
yeah,
mimosas.
Mimosas.
So you just come on over. You can wear your jammies. So yeah. Scat is a card game. See? We don't have scat.
Oh, we play Uno sometimes.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're talking about scat.
Yeah, and Uno.
It's like bear scat, you know. You go outside because, you know, we got all the wildlife out there and we try to figure out whose scat is that. Is that deer scat? Bear scat?
Rabbit scat?
Who-
Cat scat?
Whose scat is that? That's what we're going to do. We're going to have picture cards. That's Uncle Jimmy's.
No. No. We do not play that scat game.
No. Why not?
Cause
I just made myself red in the face.
you don't get embarrassed very often. do
No,
you?
but I thought that was funny.
It was funny, but
Okay.
we're not going to play that. We're not going to play that.
Pillsbury-
Pillsbury cinnamon. I usually make cinnamon rolls too.
Yeah.
We do.
So,
Oh, we
well,
do. We do.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
sometime.
Sometimes on Christmas morning we'll make cinnamon rolls too.
We also create arguments on New Year's Day
Well, on New Year's Day, we play Hot Shots Golf a lot
or
too.
New Year's Eve. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
From the PS2.
Yeah. Break out the old PS2.
Yeah, I got to tell you that I am very impatient when people play games.
Yeah.
And it kind of pisses me off a lot.
It bugs me
That's like
too.
when people are farting around and it's your turn, I just want to strangle
Like,
you.
will you just go?
Just play.
I normally get in a lot of kerfuffles with Dad and Devin, particularly. Like, Mom and Dre can be in their own little happy fun time. Let's take pictures of the cats world. But like, we'll be starting a nuclear war between Devin, Dad, and I. It gets so competitive.
It does. It gets competitive. I want to hurry up and beat their butts. So I don't fart around. I want to play.
And you know what's funny too is we have a pool table and a dartboard in our basement.
I lost all the darts, so
We
we
don't
can't
use
play
them.
that anymore.
Well, we could buy more darts.
Yeah, but we never use it anyway.
Yeah. So Emma and John, if you ever come and stay at our house for 2 weeks, we have a pool table and darts.
It's actually a snooker table,
It is
John.
a snooker table. Do you
Yes.
guys know about snooker?
It is a snooker table for
Yeah.
reals. And we have snooker balls.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You can't play with Cindy.
Oof.
We'll have to
Oh, yeah, that would be like,
have 2 separate tables.
I'd have to be really drunk.
He'd
We'll have
kick
to
you
have,
next
like,
Tuesday.
The serious players table and then the chatter table. What is that game? Is it
Bunko.
Bunko. Where people have different tables and then they have to
It
switch.
gets crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for bigger crowds though,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. It is not a game night without an argument. Not at our house.
Amen.
No, that's for sure.
It's not a game night without 3 arguments at least.
It's like, well, you know, you have to understand, okay, big family, hello,
Yeah.
big family,
Yeah.
loud,
Yeah.
noisy, very passionate, should I say.
We thought about getting rid of our pool table, but it's downstairs.
And it'd be pain to get it up and sell it.
It would be hard. So I thought you guys might know about snooker, Emma, because
It's an English
school
game.
right?
Yeah.
And my parents were all about England.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, yes.
That's how I started being able to go to England, is because my parents have been probably as many times as we've been to Disney. So they would go to England sometimes maybe 3 times a year.
And they
They tried to make the basement
They
look
tried
like
to-
look like an
yes.
English pub.
They have the
with the snooker
wallpaper with like the Guinness and beer
And the
logos
coasters, yeah.
and the little bench thing at pubs, and it's kind of horrendous, but
It
it's
is.
okay.
I think it's very horrendous, but anyway.
But yeah, my mom really wanted it to look like an English pub.
Yeah.
Downstairs. Snooker. How do you say it? Snooker?
Snooker. Do you say stupid game?
Hard pool game.
Is that how you pronounce it? Stupid game?
I want to know how you say snooker. Yes, with the red balls.
red
the
and white balls, yeah.
Yes. And then and there are still the numbered balls, but I don't even
No,
remember.
they don't play snooker with the numbered balls.
They don't?
No,
I thought they did.
no, just the red and white.
I think there are a few numbered balls. You have to tell me,
I don't
Em and John.
think so.
I thought
They're different
I thought
sizes.
the numbered balls were worth points.
They're
in
different
snooker.
sizes.
I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
The
But we-
Google.
Snooker. Is that right?
I said snooker.
Snooker.
Can you say it like it's snooker? You go to play the snooker.
You're from Minnesota.
In Minnesota, we come from Norway. Yeah,
Yeah.
snooker. I love you, Emma and John.
We do love
Don't you know?
guys.
That's me.
Because Bob's had a cocktail and apparently.
But I've only had
but
one.
apparently it was nice and strong.
It wasn't. It's not even. I don't even have a buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawzall will take care of that.
That's true.
It might. It's actually a very nice pool table.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
custom built
Yeah.
and everything. And if I could probably sell it, but I don't really want people coming into my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Blaze. This is Blaze. He doesn't like anybody very much, but it's okay.
Hi, Blaze.
Blaze.
So yeah, that's not so. What does that mean? Not so much. You don't play, or we're making fun of you.
Or you don't like us no more.
I don't like you anymore.
It's like I used to love you, but not so much
Not
now.
so much. Just because we don't like Elf, and now we make fun of the snooker.
The snooker. Hey, you wrote it. I didn't.
That's funny. So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I think that about covers our holiday traditions.
That hour went like,
Like that.
Did it not?
Yes, and I drained my cocktail,
You
so
did.
I drained my.
Hot
Hot
chocolate.
chocolate.
my cocktail is gone.
So this is a one cocktail live
Yes,
stream.
yes.
Okay.
With him and John, it's a 2 cocktail
Usually.
usually.
Usually is.
Yep.
Uh-oh. See, I brought Elf back up again, didn't I? Just when you were getting over it.
Yeah,
Emma is really salty at us because Emma loves Elf.
it's her
we
favorite
love-
Christmas movie.
We love Emma because she loves Elf. But
And I
Hate it.
I can say Elf because I love Emma.
we don't. Elf is not one of our favorites.
It's okay. I love people that love it, and it's okay. I mean, it's just not for me. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
And it's like my favorite Christmas movie Kelly can't stand. So
No.
my favorite is Miracle. It's yes, that one. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Could watch it
And I
over
don't
and over
care
and
for
over.
it.
She hates it.
See, I make everybody happy, and my favorite is A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story is good.
Yeah,
It's
Christmas Story
Such a
is
good movie. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it took me a while to kind of get used to Christmas Story. But then once you watch it really good, it's like that was kind of my childhood too.
Do you like flavored hot chocolates or just plain?
Depends on the day of the week.
Usually it's just plain because
Normally I put peppermint or something in it.
So then she does
Seriously,
like,
really?
yeah,
I'll take that little, those small Food and Booze candy canes that we have.
yep.
I'll
yeah, the
stick
little,
one or
mini
two of
candy
those in
canes.
there, and
Yeah.
it'll go, and it'll be all peppermint swirly, and it'll be peppermint tasting.
hot chocolate talk with Kaya.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Let Emma get to sleep, and
I
anybody else
know.
who's like up late.
Emma and John, thank you guys so much for staying up. We know it's early, but we love you guys so much. So, does Bob have a pink bunny? He does not, sadly.
I have a clown outfit.
Oh,
I'll get him that for
Yes,
Christmas.
and I do have a white rabbit outfit,
Yeah. But not a pink
Yeah.
rabbit.
but not pink. I have several.
We have a costume closet.
An
you
entire
guys,
closet filled with costumes.
but that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother holiday.
Yeah. So we're gonna say goodbye
Goodbye.
for now.
For now.
Yeah. We are going to be live on
On
Christmas Day
With
with
Emma and John.
at 2:00 our time.
If they still let us. They may have written us off by now and said, drunk ass, no. I am not. I am not doing. Yeah, it's like, mm-mm.
Yeah. But yes, we are going to be live on our channel right, guys?
Yes.
2 o'clock Mountain
Mountain
time.
time.
That's 9 o'clock UK time PM. Please join us if you are bored on Christmas Day and you don't have anything to do. Come by and say hello. We
Or
would
maybe-
love to see you.
Maybe
Yes.
you just want to put us on in the background while you do your little holiday sweeping.
Exactly.
But we will also be doing, won't we be doing a Friday before Christmas?
Yes, and I will let you all know on Instagram when that's going to be.
Because next week will be a regular Food and Booze Friday vlog. And then we'll do a live stream Friday after we get back from Disney.
Right. Yeah.
So that will be Friday the 18th.
Right. And then Friday again, the 25th.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
We are big time live streamers, y'all.
Yeah.
And just a little reminder here. This live stream with Emma and John will be on our channel and not theirs,
Right.
just so you know which channel to go to, because that can confuse some of y'all.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll, post it on Instagram.
Yep, we
whatever.
will.
So,
So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We had so much fun. We hope that you did too.
and thank you for sharing your traditions with
Yes,
us.
thank you so much. Thanks for listening to us tell our stories. And just thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And good night.
And we'll
Good
see
night.
you next time.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Love
Love you.